Welcome to String the Legs, and today I'm going to talk about the Activision Blizzard stock. So I think Activision Blizzard is actually the stock of the moment. So I see a lot of potential there. But before I start, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should not listen to anyone on YouTube that is talking about stocks because people have no idea, etc. pp. Okay, putting this aside, let's jump into the Activision Blizzard stock. As you can see here, it was also punished a little bit now yesterday by the whole trade war stuff going on. So with the tariff man is back. But overall, I would say if we check out here now, for example, this chart here. So I'm also a little disclaimer before this. I'm invested in Activision Blizzard, so of course, but I'm not telling you to buy or to sell. Alright, so what do we have here? We are now at the moment at $49 roundabout. So I think the stock found some sort of support line at $40. So it's going to take very long until we get back to the $83, of course. So I mean, that's not obviously happening so quickly, but for example, if we put a trend line now, so here's the trend line, sorry, so the trend line up to, so there was a potential of 111%. Of course, that's now not what analysts say, that we're jumping back to the $82, but I think overall, I mean, even if you would have invested now at the bottom when it was bottoming down here at $40, you would already have made 25%. Pretty cool, I would say. Don't you think, my friend? So I think the Activision Blizzard stock, it's a little bit volatile at the moment. So I think it found some support line here. The question is if we can jump over this resistance line of like $49-50. If this is possible, then I can see actually some sort of potential. And yeah, if you look now on Investopedia, you find, like, for example, an article, Activision stock breaks out after key bank analyst sees upside ahead. Yeah, of course the upside is ahead, my friends. Call of Duty Modern Warfare comes out, so everyone in the gaming world, like you and I, we knew that Modern Warfare could push the stock definitely, or at least for some short time. So the price is in the stock, definitely, that Modern Warfare is coming out, because every year a new Call of Duty is coming out, so that's nothing surprisingly new. And even here, new Call of Duty was coming out and the stock was dropping like 50%, so pretty much hurt a lot of people. But the Activision stock is interesting. In my personal opinion, it's one of the most interesting gaming stocks after all. Here you can see some chart on this page, so I'm putting you a link also down below this video. So they write, for example, traders should watch for consolidation above trend line support and 200-day moving average. Yeah, of course, like always, at around $38 over the coming sessions. If the stock breaks down from these levels, it could retest trendline support and the 50-day moving average of 46. So yeah, it's like always. Yeah. I'm always a little bit critical on those chart analyses, since if you go and buy a stock like this, you should be a little bit more long-term in it. For example, here, yeah, if Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 come out, so this will definitely push the stock a lot. And also, if Call of Duty Modern Warfare might be a success and people like it, then it might also push the stock. So Modern Warfare Open Beta coming in September with crossplay testing. Fans can pre-order now and get early access. So here also on Business Wire, a lot of information. I'm also putting you this link down below this video, so you can see the PlayStation 4 exclusive beta times, beta featuring crossplay. So for PC, 19th to 20th September for PC. But what is more important, Call of Duty is now, since Activision is giving always the time exclusive rights to PlayStation, Call of Duty is now a big PlayStation title, and therefore you should look out if the game is going to be successful on the PlayStation. but that's it, so my friends. I mean, I would say Activision Blizzard stock, very interesting stock at the moment. It got punished, it got beaten down, but for me personally, I think that's a stock that might be still interesting for the near future to come. And also with this, it was, if you like, the 5 days. So the 5 days, for example, so yeah, the 5th, yeah. So the stock was even going crazily up during when a whole Nasdaq was dropping. Activision was actually going up, so it was this was on Thursday. On Thursday, it was like one of the most successful, on the 1st of August, most successful days for Activision Blizzard. Well, of course, that's always when some analysts come out and people talk a lot about esports. And when it comes to esports, with Overwatch, with Diablo maybe less esports related, but with Call of Duty, I mean, it's still Activision. It's still Activision Blizzard. They who are the esports and the open world, massive multiplayer open world contenders. So Activision Blizzard is not going away. So that's my personal opinion. I think Activision Blizzard is definitely one of those gaming companies that it's one of the biggest US gaming companies, put this aside. So it's definitely going to stay, and therefore I think the company, to invest in the company, is still very interesting if you see in general an upside for esports, if you want to invest into esports. Yeah, and they even have a dividend of 0.740%. And we have an EPS ratio of 2.28, and we have a PE ratio of 21.50. So that's okay for growth stock. That's okay for gaming growth stock. But you also have to say that if you check out the max, so it's Activision is already a very long time on the market. So the first you see on Yahoo Finance in '93. So it's not just some new gaming stock that just came, but overall I see the uptrend continuing. I mean, okay, this went like crazy in 2018, and then in December it got really beaten down. But overall, I see the uptrend is there. So the uptrend is there, my friend. So we can also check the candle lights. It looks good. So let's see how the overall market situation, of course, is developing in the next 2-3 weeks. But then a breakout is possible. A breakout is definitely possible, my friends. Alright, do we have some more interesting analysts to report a decline in earnings? 2 days ago, Activision Blizzard gains as market dips. What you should know. 3 reasons Disney should acquire Activision Blizzard. So Motley Fool there. Disney should acquire Activision Blizzard. That's also always possible. So I mean, I'm not excluding that one of the very big companies goes and actually acquires an Activision Blizzard, but then it might be also interesting for us stockholders. Activision Blizzard, one of my favorite gaming stocks, I would say. I see kind of potential here. So check out also my other gaming industry videos if you're interested in not only playing games but also getting a little bit more information about the background behind those gaming companies. Why are they making the games? Why do they want to earn money? And why are they publicly listed at the stock market? I know for most people this is not, for most gamers this is actually not interesting. They just want to play awesome games, but think a bit further. Think about the industry. Think about you also participating in the industry. Maybe you always wanted to have your own gaming company and develop games. That's cool. Because then you're the boss of your gaming companies and you make only the games that you're interested in. But start maybe with investing in bigger gaming companies like Activision, Take-Two, Uplay, Ubisoft, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, of course. Those, I mean, you can invest into gaming. That's awesome, I think so. And you hear a lot about megatrends, esports in the future, that this will really be extremely successful because more and more people will play those games, and maybe esports becomes Olympic. Who knows? So recently, Fortnite was making a championship with $30 million in prizes, and one single guy was winning 3 million. So Ninja and all the other popular Fortnite players, they were like really pushing this forward. So Fortnite is Epic Games, of course, it's not Activision, but overall, I mean, it's interesting to be in the market. It's interesting to be with gaming, with the gaming industry, and Activision Blizzard is definitely one, in my personal opinion, one of the biggest companies out there, the most reliable companies when it comes to very high level AAA quality of first-person shooters with Call of Duty, but also with Overwatch. And they're not stopping there. They also bring new Diablo games. Yes, a lot of fans will complain when those games are coming then for mobile. A lot of fans will complain that Diablo 4 will not be as good as Diablo 2. A lot of fans will complain every year again about the new Call of Duty. They will say the new Call of Duty is not good as Call of Duty 2 has been like 10 years ago. That's of course absolutely not true, since this game developed so much, the engine is developing so much, the gameplay, the moving, the gunplay, everything is developing so much, and you cannot always complain a new game to your nostalgic perception of a game 10-15 years ago. That just doesn't make sense, my friends. So don't listen to those kiddies that are complaining, that writing mean reviews. In the end, they buy the games. In the end, they participate. In the end, they bring money to the companies. And for you, as the stockholder of this company, yeah, you get your dividend. You get your dividend, my friends, and that's important. You get your dividend, that you can actually really, that you can profit from this. You profit from the gaming market. It's you who is one of those. You're the capitalist. Let's put it like this. So. That's gaming market. It's about earning money, about creating awesome content, and going forward with this, you're going to be successful anyway. So, and I mean, Activision Blizzard is at a very interesting point here. So check out the stock, check out the overall economic situation, of course. Check out how the financial markets are developing, especially Nasdaq. But there's growth potential. Activision might come back. But yeah, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a YouTuber talking about his favorite gaming stocks, and that's it. So, okay, my friends, I'll leave you here. This video was getting much longer than I thought, but I just wanted to talk about it. It's such a subject I love so much. So, talking about finances, talking about gaming industry, talking about games, and the whole perception. That's so cool. There are not a lot of finance channels that really understand gamers. Mostly they only see the finance aspect, but my videos, I try to bring together the finance aspect with the gaming aspect. I play all of those games myself. I spend a lot of time playing those games, and therefore and also a lot of time researching stocks and reading the finance market. So I try to bring this together in my videos, so that I from time to time publish on my gaming channel. So, but it's part of it, my friends. So, all right, I'm leaving it here. I was already talking too much. I already wanted to stop this video 3 minutes ago. It's fine, guys. You're amazing. Just think about what I said, and I see you the next time.